Okay, everyone. Hi. This section is about language and education policies for ELLs. Um, I knew from the very beginning that the United States never had an official language already set. Um, Throughout history, there were different languages taught in schools, such as French, Dutch, German, Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, Czech, Polish, Spanish, Russian, Hungarian, and Italian. Um, During the World War, I know that German was restricted here in the United States, especially because it was, of course, from Germany. I know that when the time of slaves, the Africans weren't allowed to speak in their native language. Um, Another thing that I found interesting was that the No Child Left Behind Act, I believe that act is one of the acts that should have never been placed in the United States law for our children, because realistically that it isn't really helping the student. It's pushing the student to continue their education, but they're in Spanish it's called atrasado. It means that they're being um, that they're dragging on, like they don't know um, a certain type of information, and they're still being allowed to continue in school. um, I believe those students that are a part of the No Child Left Behind Act are suffering. You know, um, I feel that children need to be able to learn everything that they are being taught in that same year. And if they don't have that information retained, I believe that they should retake that same year. Um, the No Child Left Behind Act is something that President W. Bush passed in the hold on 2001. It was passed in 2001, and I feel that it's one of the reasons why our school system is almost lost um, in our education, and I feel that we need to really sit down and understand why we need this law to be passed to be able to have our students just to make it in the next year. Our students should have all of the information that we've taught them in the same year. Like if you're in third grade and you still don't know how to multiply and do all those things and write an essay and make sure that they're not doing well in school, I think they should not be passed into the fourth grade because they don't have the essentials of writing, of math, of history, because it's something that they need to be able to retain, and they don't know how to retain it in that way. So I feel that we should be including the different ways of learning when it comes to this. The No Child Left Behind Act is something that is not only making us suffer and our future generations suffer, because I was one of those students that was in the No Child Left Behind Act. And I had to repeat the third grade because of the FCAT. Honestly, that was one of the saving graces for me because I learned what I needed to learn in the third grade for the second time because I was held back, you know? And I feel that kids will be able to retain the information a little bit more if they have to be held back.